to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him. So he was serious about this. He wanted to make sure he didn't get out of none of that. Now it says, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church until Yahweh for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side, and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, Cast thy garment about thee, and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. When they were past the first and the second onward, they came into the iron gate and leave into the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And they went out and passed on through one street, before with the angel departed from him. Now you're going to have scenarios like this happening too, because look, let's see. The book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1, it says, And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. So you got to think about all these historical accounts, all these events that's going to happen before, and think about how ferocious and terrible they was. The stuff that's about to happen now, it's going to be way worse than that shit. So, of course, the angels going to make sure they be there for certain people. Make sure that certain people don't get touched or harmed. Because you're going to have Esau really trying to move in on man. That's why I want to make this video. I was laying down thinking about it. You know, just certain stuff, knowing certain information. And you got to know who you can trust. Even knowing this information and sharing this information. Because somebody may use it against you and say, oh, he be into them books, or he be doing this and speaking against America. And when you be around people, you can kind of grasp and see how people feel about Babylon. Because when you speak against Babylon, it's like they still want this fucking place to go on. Like they're not fed up enough with all the adversity that they go through and deal with their family, jobs, health, racism, all this different shit. They still want this place to just be saved and redeemed, man. And they bugged out for that. Well, the Most High gonna put them in their right mind, though. Now, it says, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, now people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Now, we have a few more precepts. That's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 9. This is how you know that name is super important also as well, because people be saying Jesus and Christ. They're not necessarily killing for the name Jesus and Christ. But for some reason, when you speak on the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, so many people get offended and say where you get that name from, how you found that name, what do it mean, just a whole list of stuff, man. Now it says in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 9, Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated for all nations, hated over all nations for my name's sake. Now, in the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 9, it said, But take heed to yourselves, for they should deliver you up to councils and in the synagogues. You should be beaten. You should be brought before rulers and kingdoms for my sake, for a testimony against them. And internalize these precepts, or I'm going to get another precept in this. So, Salaki. I was getting ready to make a few runs. But anyway. Let me see. Knowing these precepts, you ain't gonna need no book around for real. A lot of stuff I remember just personally, and I'm sure a lot of I can remember a lot of stuff too. So when whatever situation may happen, you're gonna be able to spit these scriptures out back to back to back. And when people hear this word coming out, man, it's like a dagger to them. It hurt them, especially if they got a malicious soul. Like the scriptures say, wisdom would not dwell in a malicious soul. So if a person got a pure soul and they sincerely seeking Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, they're not going to be offended in these words. But the ones that be offended, hey, you know what side they stand on. So let me read this and I'll end this off. It says, Book of Revelation, chapter 1, and verse 3 says, Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And the time is at hand right now. Now I'm going to read one more precept. Now it says, Book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 15, Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment, as he walk naked, and they see his shame. And the ones that going to see their shame is because they ain't been watching. They ain't been paying no attention. They been fucking around, and they think this word is just a made-up word, and somebody edited the book and did all this other stuff. But the ones that's been watching and making sure they not naked, they're not going to be ashamed. So I just want to bring this out of the wild right this out. This is edifying. Call all y'all about Shalom to the